Hello everyone and welcome back to Humble Acres. You can see we're not actually over where I was cutting trees down right now. The electric company came through and I have these power lines right here and they were cutting limbs off of all the trees here. And there were two trees right here that were directly underneath the power line, and I told them they could just cut them down if they wanted to, and they did. So they left all the branches here, but I removed those with the tractor over to the burn pile over there. I have these two stumps here now that I want to get rid of. So they're pretty decent size, and yeah. So this one's, I don't know, about a foot in diameter. This one might be 15 inches in diameter. So pretty decent sized stumps, and they're fresh. So we're going to try to use the good old stump grinder on this. And quite a few of you, well, I think there were 3 or 4 comments in my last stump grinder video of when I actually purchased this. I haven't used it since that video, but everyone was saying I forgot to remove this pin, which is like a transportation pin. So the grinder wasn't able to flex at all. So we're going to take this pin out and hopefully it'll work a little better. So I gotta put these stands up as well. Those are still down from where it was sitting, but yeah. So I'm gonna take that pin out. There isn't one on the other side. I was watching, I don't know if you guys know Tractor Time with Tim, and he was using one of these and he had pins in there as well. So I don't know if he didn't know about it or what, but I thought I read all the manual and I never saw to take that pin out, but it makes sense to be able to let it flex. So I'm going to take it out and see how it works. Maybe it'll work a lot better and not vibrate as much. And I also made my links really tight, so there's hardly any play in there at all now. I guess I probably could tighten it up a little bit more. There's a tiny bit of play, but I don't know. I don't want it to be really tight because then I feel like anything would just break one of the things off. I don't know, one of the links. But anyway, I'm rambling. Let's get this all set up and start grinding. Alright, so this pin has a thing on the back here. Pull that, has one of these on the back of it. Should be able to pull it out like that. I need to put a bigger toolbox on there. I keep meaning to, but I just haven't yet. So now you can see it really still doesn't pivot much, because you can see it has a little stopper here. It's hitting on that. So, I mean, it can pivot a little bit. Now, I guess we'll see what happens. Alright, that worked really well. You could definitely see this flexing some, so hopefully that helps. It didn't shake near as much as it did before, so let's get this big one out of here now. Definitely hard to see, but that kind of goes with any stump grinder, so it's getting it pretty deep here. A couple more passes there. This is a little high right here, so I'll go over here a little more, but it's working good. So yeah, that looks really good. Don't have to worry about those stumps anymore. So let's head over to there and do this about 100 more times. I tell you what, running this thing all day is gonna kill my neck. Always looking back like that, it really hurts. I can already feel it, and I've only been doing this for like maybe 15-20 minutes, so yeah. Well, let's get over there and get something done. Well, this is working really well, actually. I'm getting kind of the hang of it anyway, so I'm going a little faster each time, and it seems to actually take it. I've actually been bogging the tractor down a little bit, which is a little surprising, honestly. But yeah, these are coming out really well. I think this one's got a couple little roots here. Yeah, I can probably just cut those off though. But yeah, the hardest part for me right now is I've driven over a lot of these stumps, so they're kind of hidden. So it's a little difficult to see them. You can see right here, like there's just dirt on them. So it's kind of hard to tell where the stumps are because I cut them off right at the ground. I really just want to get them so they're level with the ground. They don't really necessarily have to be under the ground. I've probably been grinding these a little lower than I even need to, but the lower they are, the better. So I have plenty of time, and it's a beautiful day out here. So I'm just gonna keep grinding away, and we'll see where we get to. Hopefully I won't miss any, but we will see. All right, I'm done. There were a lot of them. I probably missed one or two here and there, but I definitely got all of the big ones and all the ones that were sticking up out of the ground a ways. So yeah, I don't know how many there were, but you can see there's an awful lot of them. And I was out here for a total of 2.5 hours, so really not that bad. It didn't take near as long as I thought it was going to. I thought I was going to have to be out here all day. I'm very happy. I got very used to running that stump grinder. The trick is to keep the bars on the 3-point nice and tight so it can't sway back and forth. Having the shipping pin pulled out so it can flex. I don't really know if that helped a lot. It did flex some, but it almost made it go a little slower because it would flex out and then just like skip across the top of the stump. but at the same time I probably was just going a little faster than I should have been. So it's probably supposed to be like that for a reason, so I just left it like that. But yeah, I got very used to it, and when it started hopping a lot, I would just keep pulling through it and it would just kind of even itself back out. But I really liked the stump grinder. I think it was a good purchase. I'm definitely getting my money's worth out of it, because to rent a stump grinder to do all this is just definitely not feasible. So I really like this. They did make the other kind that kind of came straight out and then it went in like this and you could move it back and forth with hydraulics. I think that one would have taken more time. This one was just very simple. You back up to it, drop it down, pull forward, and you're done. The other one, I feel like, yeah, back down, and then you gotta use other levers to move it side to side, and you're still having to look backwards because all your controls are next to you. So my neck might be a little sore tomorrow, but this worked really good. It's super simple design. The other one has like a gearbox and hydraulics. This one just, it's a shaft and a slip clutch. That's it. Super simple. I really like this stump grinder. But yeah, that's gonna be it for this video. Hope you enjoyed this. I did want to show you the correct way to use this because I forgot that pin the last time, but yeah. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.